Hey guys, so today we're here to talk about DataFlow. DataFlow from DDN, and what it really is, how do you do data management at scale? Especially in the SC23 here in the HPC environment. We're talking about very, very large files, right? Large data sets. How do you manage them? How do you manage them effectively? So what really is DataFlow? And it's really a comprehensive data management solution. That hurt. I'm getting away from that speaker. So it actually has several components, right? You have backup, archive, migration, and a new feature that's come in is manage. Can you guys hear me okay? So, and the manage part is, how do you manage your ecosystem, your data landscape, if you don't know what's there? How do I back it up? How do I archive it? What do I do with my data? That's critical, that's important. So from a backup and archive, we're gonna talk really about the analytics, but just on the front side. From backup and archive, you can do everything from schedule, full jobs, you can do incrementals, you can have users self-archive and self-retrieve, self-backup and self-retrieve. Full browse with timeline navigation, so you can do, you hear people say synthetic backups. I don't need one, because I can scroll back to a point in time, click on it, and restore from right there. Full search, so you can search by criteria, so UID, GID, file name, or you can do metadata searching, because you can metadata tag as well. Lab number, project number, whatever it happens to be. And a full monitoring GUI, so you can see tasks that are running, progress completed, failed, whatever it happens to be. All at your fingertips. So, real quickly, the migration part of this. So, it's a full migration to talk about at scale, and you're seeing the dashboard here, it's kind of backwards. It really goes like a step going down, because you move a lot of data and you get to a steady state where you can do a cutover, but it's a complete migration. Permissions, ACLs, POSIX, all the information on the source goes to the target. You don't have to do anything. We set it all up. We can do white glove migration, or you can do it yourself. It's very easy to do. And it's fully automated and managed again completely through this GUI. You can see we had a failed task here, a couple completed. You can click in any place you see dots, information. You can click on it, we'll open it up and tell you what's going on. Oop, I gotta hit the button one more time. So, in the new release, which is 4.1, we have the analytics, that manage I was talking about. You can actually trigger data movement straight out of analytics. You don't have to build tasks, you can go search, and we'll see here in a second. Full global dashboard, full authentication, single sign-on, so anybody that's using IDP, right, identity providers, we can interface with that. And there's a data mover local disk cache. Sorry about that. What that gives you is the ability, if you're streaming to tape, small files and large files, I don't care about the large files, they'll stream right to tape, but a bunch of small files is a waste. Group them together in a single stream and then put it to tape. Save space, save time, save your actual tape devices. Full integration with Prometheus, and also now we have Alma and Rocky 9, GCP bucket for immutable backups, and some other file systems at the bottom. Hey, so what were really the new enhancements? Because the analytics is what we're talking about here, right? Ability to scan your storage locally if we have access, or you can have remote crawlers, offline crawlers for both Windows and Linux. And you can import that data straight back into the analytics server. Full searching, visualizing, and act on that data. We're going to show more of that. There's a demo at the end that'll explain better than me standing up here and talking to you. So with that being said, let's get into it, right? So the analytics portion, so how can I act on it? What does it do? So it's completely now integrated. DataFlow and analytics were separate. They're now integrated. They're still different servers, but it allows you to send all communications from an analytics search straight to the server. It'll kick off any type of search, delete, archive, backup, or move or copy of data. And this is actually what it looks like. So what's happened here is I did a search on a particular resource. I gave it all names. It'll show you all the different releases. This would pop up after the fact, because you see a little, looks like a puzzle piece off there to my left, your right. If you click on it, it says DataFlow. There could be several different DataFlow servers it talks to. You select, in this case, you want to archive it, where you want it to go to, tell it to execute or launch. It'll signal the server to start that task, whichever you told it to do. Simple, complete, and done. Fully monitorable from both GUIs, actually. And this is actually, let me play this. I'm not going to touch it. So you can see we've logged in here several locations you can manage. You can pick and choose out of each location. You can give users access to this to manage their own file systems, manage their own data sets, and they can only see what you give them access to. You can look across the top here. You can set up your own dashboards. We're in the dashboard window now, and you can have several that happen to be worldwide data centers. With a little plus button there, you can set up as many as you want up there and drop in and out of them. You'll see this is file sizing, aging. This is just like the top level. You can get into drilling into anything you're looking for dates, times, names, links, whatever you happen to be looking for within your data set, and search on it and keep it as a tag. I can create it, save it later, and actually run it again. Or if you guys like to code with APIs, it's anything we're doing here, you can do with the REST API. This one here is showing the resource groups off to the side. As you get rid of them, they'll disappear, and it will only search on what you have up on the screen. Excuse me. So here we're actually clicking in. You can just go straight into the system, look at the analytics from there. Drill into projects here. And eventually what will happen is they'll click on that data view and they'll show you a movement here at the end. But you see all of these different things. When you set these dashboards up, there's little, I'll call them favorite stars, that you can click on. I want to see this, I don't want to see this, and you can change it on the fly. You don't have to go back and rechange your dashboard. You can do it right out of where you see that New York setting. There's also the advanced settings down the side that will pop up. This one's actually searching on dates, and you can gang that information together. I can look at name, last access, creation time, size, a whole bunch of other things, and you can gang to drill into that particular piece of data or data set you're looking for. That one's not me, is it? Here's the data view. Now you found what you're looking for, in this case down in here. And what'll happen is you'll start to see, it'll go across, you can actually save. There's a little tag button up to the right. If you want to save your search, you can save it. You can run it later. This was an export out of your data. If you want to send it out to an Excel or a JSON or some type of file, you can do that too. And you notice in this search now, the little puzzle piece popped up. So we know where this data resides. It's online where we can do something with it. We click it, we tell them we want to archive it, where we want to go, launch it, it'll send it to the server for action. I'm trying to stay out from the speakers. And then you can look at the jobs both on this side of the world and inside the DataFlow server. You can bring it up. It'll tell you, hey, it came from this analytics server, and this is what it told us to do. So you can track what's going on. If you need to turn on full audit logging on the DataFlow side, you can do that as well. Here you can see the jobs, and then off to the right, there's those little 3 buttons again. You can click on and get all the information. That's it. I tried to make it quick because I was late.